Welcome in to episode 14 of our Let's Play Humankind series at the top difficulty. At Humankind Difficulty, we're rolling through the medieval era. We chose the Norsemen just a few episodes ago, and we have just finished conquering a free peoples on our continent that we've been meaning to conquer for quite some time. And that leads us to some very intriguing decisions about some of our next steps here in the medieval era. If you need to catch up on any of the episodes in this series to find out how we got to where we are right now, in the description below, there's a link to episode 1. If you want to catch up on the whole series, you can do that. Thank you all for watching. I'm excited to get into the game. If you like the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and that you're subscribed to the channel so that you know when we post these episodes. Sundays, typically, is when they're coming out. Let's jump into the game and see our next steps here in the medieval era. Here we are, once again, in our capital city of Anug. Only this time, if I scroll just a touch, you will see our absolutely beautiful mausoleum at Halicarnassus. It is built, it is in, and it is giving us lovely boosts, and that is something that looks good. The other thing that we are currently doing is we have 2 turns left on the Great Mosque of Jenny, and so that is going to boost our fame by 5%. Every time we earn fame, 5% more. That is a big deal, and so I'm very excited to get that built. Obviously, we'd like to get it built before we acquire any more stars, which would be nice. We'll see how that goes. Once we get the mosque in, then I think we can finally focus in on clearing those queues out of our cities. That is an important thing. Our queues are still quite large. We still don't have any of our stupas in from the last era, and we're still working on a few of our adubas from the ancient era as well, and so we've got stuff to do. Once we get those in, I feel like our science A is going to go up by a great deal, and our influence should also go up by quite a big deal. Now, the difference is our stability is going to continue to drop because we have very few districts in. So we will need to focus in on how are we going to maintain stability while building all of these districts. The other thing that is happening because of all of this is we're falling way behind in infrastructure builds, and that will become problematic at some point. As long as our cities continue to grow, and as long as we continue a balance in our cities, I think we'll be fine here. I'm a little concerned about the size of our queue and the fact that we have not been able to build very much of these infrastructures, because the infrastructures are very powerful in Humankind, and I feel like the fact that we're having to catch up on building districts from previous eras is actually starting to potentially hinder our cities as far as growth, production, and other FIMs are concerned, because we're not building in all of our infrastructure. So I'm interested in seeing how all of this turns out. I think the wars that we waged are the reason why we're experiencing this, because we had to focus on some different things that I otherwise probably would not have focused on in each of our cities. So again, 2 turns left on Great Mosque. We'll get that done. We are going to burn down this city and then try to just place an outpost right away again. Hopefully we don't run into that, like, the glitch where when you post an outpost on top of a ruin that you've just burnt down, that we don't get the yields. It'll be really interesting to see if that happens. If we place it down soon enough, I think we won't lose the districts. So we want to do that, and then we're just going to attach it to Corral when Corral's stability is fixed. Corral stability is in a very dangerous place right now. But again, we're building Great Mosque in Corral, so that's where we're going to get the bonuses for this, plus 40 stability. We're building it in Corral for that reason. So we'll be able to hopefully get a fix, at least a partial fix, on what's going on with stability in that city. We're also, this army just sitting right here, it's just waiting to be attacked. It is just waiting to be attacked. And so we'll be thinking about that as we move up as well. Let's do a quick check on some of our treaties, and then we'll hit the next turn button relatively quickly. We have some grievances that we might want to end up renouncing. They have 7 demands. Our war support is going up by a substantial amount here. So this war seemed to be inevitable. It now seems a little more likely that we could probably fend this war off. The 7 demands are scary. But our war support just spiked by a bunch, and theirs is currently dropping a little bit, potentially, from things that are happening. So we want to get more leverage, that if we need to, we can leverage them down if a war does get declared. So hopefully our envoys are in that area and getting some leverage against Icarus. We should be. He's everywhere at this point. So that's something to think about. Because of the demands, we can't do any treaties. Nox is, I can't remember who, but Nox is a vassal to somebody. So I can't actually trade. Oh, to Burley, right? So I can actually trade with her if we needed to. But again, money is kind of an issue for us. We're trying to build that up to increase our units. We want to bump our units up to the next level, upgrade them. We can, however, offer an embassy deal, and I'm interested in diplomatic cooperation. I'd love to share intel because I think that leverage would be fantastic to share, and we would be able to bump some of our agreements and things. So let's propose that.
This one
gets declined a lot. Okay, all right. Nox is willing to play ball. I like it. We currently have no crises there, so that's good. Burley has attacked my envoys a couple times. I'm fine with this. We'll keep an eye on that. We have 3 turns before we can do any treaties. We have a ton of trade potentially that we could be doing with Burley, obviously. And so that's something that we'll think about as we move through the different eras, especially if we need more stability and access to some of these things. So we'll keep an eye on trade as we progress through. Sarge, we're about to go to war with, so the wars, he's been leveraging me every turn. I have a lot of leverage as well. I think eventually we're just going to declare war with the war support we have. Because we're a militarist culture, we can declare war with we have like automatically have a bunch more. You can actually see it here. You got default for war, you get 50 and you get 30 because of our affinity. So we actually have like a baseline, like 80 is like the baseline point for us. And so that's kind of nice. Again, we're being placated down from that basically at this point. So we've been moving up to that in order to kind of move in that direction. We get that +5, but we're getting placated down by 10 every turn. So our movement is limited at this point until Sarge runs out of leverage. But again, we can declare war at this point if we want to, right? We can. Oh no, sorry, we have to do a surprise war. Oh, we got to get to 80 war support, which we're being held away from. So we'd have to do a surprise war, but I'm not opposed to that. So we'll have to see. What does the trader one get us? If we declare a surprise war, we get trader. While having this badge, its owner will gain some war support when destroying an enemy district based on the level of the badge. We are going to destroy some districts for sure. So we would get war support if we do a surprise war, which we might end up doing. But I think we're good there. And then Flosif. We can make a treaty proposal here as well. Let's go with Diplo cooperation again.
This proposition should be in all our best interest.
Nice. Okay, so we got 2 diplomatic cooperations signed. That's nice. That's going to boost our leverage intel across the board. When we declare this war, if this army stays right here and we could just pop over and just wipe, I mean, we'd have to declare war, right? But we could pop over, wipe out the army. We burn this down. We burn this down. Sorry, we burn this down. These 2. Boom, boom, burn them down. Right up into Huatu and run our attack. I mean, I think that's it. That's all Sarge has. So that's the war right there. Now, there's 17 people in Huatu, so it's a pretty potent city at this point. So if he starts churning out military, that's why we want to have the upgrades available to us in our armies. We do actually have the upgrades now available for our Agaushas. I don't want to upgrade our Agaushas more than likely because they'll lose their unified force bonus. I don't like that. And then I actually may not upgrade archers until we have to, because the archers will lose they'll gain a negative trait, right? They'll have to have line of sight as opposed to what they have now where they can arch arrows like basically over things, right? Which is highly influential as far as battle is concerned. Crossbowmen, they have to basically have a target line of sight, so they can't be standing in the back lines kind of shooting over people. So it's actually a pretty big disadvantage that crossbowmen have. So you get a massive boon to your attack strength, but you sacrifice a lot of your flexibility as far as how many units you can attack with when you have archers. And so if he doesn't upgrade, I don't know if we're going to upgrade. He's not even in the next area yet, so we don't have to worry about that currently. The War Elephants will be slightly problematic, but I think, again, our Agaushas can deal with that. If we can engage the War Elephants with Agaushas as opposed to our swordsmen, then we'll be plenty good, right? 3 turns away from being able to upgrade to Great Swordsman as well, which potentially would help us a lot, too. So let's hit the end turn button, and we'll go on to turn 99 and get things rolling. All right, the Taino have been picked by Nox. And Sarge has moved up and picked the Byzantines. So Sarge has moved up. It appears that this army is just sitting here. Our guys are all healing. So we're gonna burn this down. How many turns a second? Is that a one? Are they saying that's a 1-turn burn? 'Cause that's the administrative stuff, right? And I don't want a city here. I want to attach the city. I don't even have the tech to do it, right? Can't believe it only gets us 30 gold. That's kind of wild. All right, so we want to reposition units now along the border. We'll send these guys up in here. He's going to move his units back. Okay, so he's going to hide. So his army, okay, he's positioning next to my smaller army. Interesting choices all around. All right, so we're maneuvering. Maneuverings are happening. I want to engage with the Aga-Ush army because this is mostly war elephants, right? Well, 2 at least. So we want the anti-cav, if at all possible, up there. So we'll keep maneuvering our units. Let's see.
You are not welcome here. Not now, not ever.
We can't. It's going to take us a while to be able to. It's going to take us a while. Well, we can withdraw demands and just instantly get the war support. That might be the way to do it. If we withdraw our demands, we would immediately have the war support to be able to declare a regular war. So maybe that's the play. Let's get this burnt down first before we try that. These guys are hanging out. We got naval support kind of waiting to come in on the wings of this fight. I love that this guy... Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Oh, right. We were pillaging this, but now we can't pillage it anymore, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, and I think that's it. That's all we really need to do on this turn. So quick turn. We want to get this burnt down because we're over our city cap. And then we're going to, again, we'll attach this in when we need to. We have to figure out how we're breaking apart Corral and Huatu. Huatu's got 3 right now. Corral also, I believe, has 3. 4. Corral has 4 attached already. So Corral could take this for 5. Huatu has 3 and then could take the island for a 4th. We'll have to see how everything kind of rolls out.
Unfortunately, this time you are merely a bystander to someone else's glory.
Thank you, Mike. I already know Icarus is winning. Thank you, Mr. Narrator. Okay, so we're going to hit end turn. That will move us to turn 100. Here we go.
It is hard to believe that something so grand
it appears that war has been declared.
Brick and adobe.
Oh, we destroyed it, and he immediately decided to take the fight. Phenomenal. That could not be... okay, we'll get to that in a second. Obviously, Great Mosque has been built. That's big for us. We like it. As soon as we burnt this down, right, it became not our territory. And as soon as we did that, he proceeded to attack the army that is sitting right here. So as soon as he could do it without declaring war, he ran the attack. So this is not awesome for us because we wanted to probably initiate the attack. But if we can get all of our armies into this fight, which we can. All right, the battle is now massively in our favor and should hopefully be in our favor. He may have reinforcements as well. He does not currently, at least we don't know about reinforcements. He's going to get to attack first with war elephants, which is going to be problematic for us, but this is a fight we take. I mean, we would want to take this fight anyway, and we don't want to retreat from it. So we'll come back to this. We'll come back to this because I think it's exactly what we wanted to have happen. I would have liked to have put the claim down right away, but that's fine. We also have a ton of influence, so we can also debate claiming another wonder, and we wouldn't build it right away. We could claim another wonder. What would we claim, though? What would we claim? Probably we would claim Angkor Wat. +1 food per faith, because we're generating a decent amount of faith, and that would boost up our food by a substantial amount. We have to spend 2,000 on it? I don't know if we have a ton of need for influence outside of this. We'll need to buy in a few nousts, and we'll need to put a claim in and then build up a city. I don't know what would keep us from putting a claim in, though. I'll try to remember to do that again. I want to run through the turn. Let's see kind of what happens, and then we'll kind of go from there. So these guys, I'm going to jump. They're going to join together, and then I'd like them, I guess, just to go up here and find out like what's in the fog. There are only military units in this segment of the area, so we want to keep that we want to remember that, right? We don't have anything else going on. These guys, I guess they sit right here. We just have them hang out and wait for a formal war declaration. Corral is not involved in the fight, which is excellent because we want to continue helping Corral out. You can see their stability is being fixed. Great Mosque is in. It's up on the hills over here. It looks lovely. And now what we would like to do is be able to fix their stability fully. Their food is still good. And we're getting 55 gold per turn. So that's good. We want to keep that going for when we need to upgrade our units in case that needs to happen during our war, right? So let's see. How are we going to go about things here? We could build a garrison, which may be our current only way of really increasing our stability further in this city. And I think that might be our play here. Obviously, we're going to get those in. I think we need a garrison here, at least one, just to buff up our current situation as far as stability is concerned. So I think we'll just stick it like way out here somewhere, like in the lane of like, could it be useful in a fight? Maybe. So let's put one out here. We'll get the garrison built, see what that kind of does for our stability. That should boost it. I mean, that's going to boost it by 5. We'll be able to then boost that further if we put in the city watch and with other things. So that will at least keep us trending in the right direction in Corral. Plus, builder stars and everything will be working towards those, so that makes a lot of sense for me. All right, our other city is ready to go as well. Oh, we want to check our 2 other cities because they just have their huge queues that they're going through. So, food, industry. This city is kind of rocking and rolling right now, so they're doing just fine. So, we want builder stars. We want our nousts in, but let's check to make sure there's not something just ludicrously good awaiting us down here somewhere. I always like to just run through and make sure we're not missing something. Like plus 16 industry is not bad. Plus 14 in 2 turns. So those are the kind of things that I want to keep my eye out for. Food is not a problem here right now, so we'll boost our food with these in a little bit. But I think we want to put in. Let's go with a couple of different infrastructures here for the moment, just to boost up some of their production and food capabilities with those infrastructures. And then we'll switch back to builders, because we want that builder star, obviously. Let's do a quick check, actually, on where are we at, kind of builder star list. We did 9 builds even for our first star yet. We don't have any stars in this area yet, though, so we have lots of time left in this era, technically speaking. So I'm not horribly worried about it. Okay, 20 intel against Icarus, so that's big. Another placate. Our ransack was successful. And we have different deals being offered to us.
A pleasure as always.
Afraid. Uh-oh. Why are we don't be afraid. It's Nox, it's fine. You don't have to be afraid. What else? Burley?
Come, relax.
You offering me something?
Let us speak honestly.
Explosive offer
You
me
are
something?
not welcome here.
Talk, though I'd as soon see you bleed as speak.
I don't understand why Plosiv's character is so mad at me when it says pleasant, you know? Like, what's the... I don't know what the change in... Oh, this one. Attacked me. I'm gonna go ahead and just demand this again. And then again, I can withdraw for 25 war support. And then we could just... Well, we don't have to declare formal war right now, right? So we just come back to this fight. And now we have a big fight on our hands. A war-deciding fight, most likely. If we can pull off the win in this fight, then I think the war will go probably very quickly. So let's manual fight this. We want to get... Yeah, everyone's deployed, so that's wonderful. We don't actually have reinforcements. We want our Aga-Ushas to be front line, if at all possible. So let's move Aga-Ushas... Where's our other Aga-Ush? 1, 2, 3. 3 front line. Preferably, yeah, to have them take the low ground spots if we can. We've got these guys defending off here. There's river here dropping into the low ground, so I think that's fine. All of our archers are protected in the back line, and then we actually even are taking advantage of that. And I think I actually want to... Let's put these guys there. Our weakest swordsman unit kind of sit up there. We've got our Aga-Ushas spread out a little bit, which I think is good because we'll be able to... Unless they put all their... And they might do that. We might want to spread this guy out once more, because they might put their their war elephants up here because we don't have any Agaushes there. But I actually kind of I'm going to stagger them. I'm going to stagger the Agaushes in the hope that regardless of where those elephants end up, we'll have some sort of attack venue on them from where they are. Other than that, they're not going to be able to go around here. They're not going to be able to go around here, and so we have kind of our border set. This fight plays out well for us, minus the high ground advantage that they have on this side. We have high ground advantage over here, so it's going to be interesting. They've got 5 units. We've got a ton more. Their attack advantage is the problem that we have to worry about, right? They've got an archer, and they've got the war elephants that are going to be able to charge first. If they're smart, they won't attack the Agaushes, and so we're going to end up with some pretty heavily damaged swordsmen to kick things off. But I think we should easily be able to flip this fight as long as I don't do anything goofy. So, but you all have seen me do goofy stuff. We'll see how it goes. All right, elephants up here, archers on the far side. They attacked the Agaushes, an interesting choice, but they did have high ground there. They're gonna come and do the same maneuver. Okay. Those Agaushes are going to have to retreat back if we want to keep them alive. They may just die. Okay. So they picked on one of our Agaush units. Fair. Uh-oh. And now they're in our back line. So again, attacker's advantage. Attacker's advantage absolutely massive when you get that first kill. And now you've opened up and my archers are in trouble and I don't have a defensive line to kind of hold what we're looking for. So we now have decisions to make. I think we got to pull. This archer has to come at least back a little bit, and we're gonna have to fill in with another unit here. Probably what we're gonna have to do. So we'll move this archer back, and now we'll take some shots with our archers. I feel like we want to get rid of the elephants. I feel like the elephants are kind of the bigger threat than their swordsmen. Elephants have that 31 attack and all of the bonuses for trample and all those things, which they definitely have. And if they get into our back line, it will definitely be problematic. So we're gonna take our archers. We're gonna try to take down one of these war elephants. If we get shots with all of them on one, we'll try to actually eliminate one of these on this turn. Yeah, that did not do a lot of damage. Okay. Then I think what we want is to fill in this Agaush unit. I think comes down here. This unit is actually probably going to come out and run this attack, and then we want him to be sitting here. To run that attack, and I think we just try to eliminate this unit now. We run this attack. This is an even ground attack, and we don't want that guy to get doubled up on again. That guy will die in a turn now, essentially, right? So we could sneak this unit, like, try to maneuver him up here. We could at least move him up, because being on river or being down here doesn't particularly matter. Now, this is defending our archer unit. If we put him up here, they might be able to circle someone around, but I don't think so, actually. I'm going to risk that. I'm going to stick this guy right here, and we're going to try to run attacks on this elephant. Like, we're just going to run the attack. We'll start with the Agaush, because it's got the bonuses. And then I think we could do... Oh, we can't quite kill him. Unfortunate, but I think we just run the attack anyway. Get rid of him. Well, this is a bad attack to run, but I think we run it anyway. Oh, he still doesn't die to that? He's not going to die to that. It's not an attack I want to run. And it looks like he's going to have health left. It doesn't say he's going to die. Maybe we just fortify this guy and hang out. Could run this attack, but again, I think the Agaush probably are better off defending in this particular space. I'm going to end round. Let's see what happens. Okay, they're gonna... Oh, that was actually... Yeah. Okay, so that was a mistake. Yeah, we didn't think about the high ground advantage that this war elephant was gonna get. Yeah, this war elephant took huge advantage of my moving of the warriors to that spot where they could get the super ridiculous advantage. We're still gonna win this fight, but we've lost a couple units, and I hate losing units. It's just not my favorite thing. Okay, we should be able to get rid of stuff now, right? These archers have been taking damage to the archer, but I think that's fine. Okay, there goes one elephant. Let's get the rest of the shots on this other elephant. Okay, this guy can't attack the elephant from here. But we can just end this swordsman. We'll end the swordsman. And then can we... I don't think we can get advantage on this attack. This guy in this position is in a really nice spot to just defend off. I do think we just come out. We'll just run... He's got a unit up here. I think we just run out here and get rid of these archers. The battle is currently... The battle lines are like kind of falling apart at this point. That's okay. This guy probably wants just to jump in here for like defensive capabilities, because otherwise he's going to also die. Put him in here. Maybe we just have him defend where he's at. Because he gets the bonuses for being adjacent to this anyway, right? Isn't he getting defensive bonuses for being adjacent to a barracks, or do you have to be in the barracks? Maybe we stick him in the walls. He loses his high ground advantage, but maybe being in the walls is a safer place to be. We could just hang out there. And then we'd like to... The horse we'd like to have come... Oh, sorry, the horse. The elephant we want to have come down off the high ground to be able to attack. So we're going to leave that there. We might shift this guy here. And then move our Agaush here. And hope that his elephant can't come all the way through and hit our archers. He might be able to. I like this positioning, though. Let's stick with this positioning. If we lose another archer, so be it. They're going to come down the hill. Yeah, that's to be expected. Oh, they're going to try to kill the unit. They don't succeed. Okay, so we should be able to save that guy now, which will be good. Okay. Get our archer attacks in. Now our Agaush should be able to move in. I think we run this, and then we run this attack. Okay. Done. Got him. We'll run this Agaush up. Oh, we can't run back. Okay, so now we have to try to defend our guys. This guy needs to come back as far as he can. Try to stay alive. This guy has... It's weird because it says this guy has movement, but I can't move him apparently. What is his move? What is his remaining movement? Weird. Okay. Question is, do we let this guy do kind of his own thing? Do we just defend off here? Or should we run like this attack on him? I think we just run an attack on him probably. Maybe we just put this guy here. And we can run the attack down. I still understand why I can't do this, but... Okay. Oh, come on! Oh. Gonna have to last an extra turn because of that. Alright, well, so be it. Alright, that was a big fight. We lost a couple units, feels bad. We might need to replenish a little bit if he builds another army because we lost some advantage there, but it'll be a fight win. It really was the attacker's advantage that gave him. So it was a good play on his part to try to take us early. So a tip of the cap to the AI on that one. Probably I could have saved one of them, to be honest. Oh no! Oh god. Okay, well we just lost another unit. Okay, can I make a point? I really despise that when you hit the next turn button, the battle commences and sometimes you don't even see what happens in the battle. I think that that's an oversight on the part of Amplitude. I think that the battle should not continue until you click into the fight, and then it should show you what the enemy does. Because if I wasn't looking at this part of the screen, I wouldn't have even known that I lost that archer unit, right? So that's on me again. Because I moved this unit and left an open path for them to get to my archers, I lost another unit on this fight, which is a real bummer. I kind of hate that. Hey, we lost 3 guys. We lost 3 guys to their 5. I mean, it's still a good fight win, but it should have been better. I made a couple of bad plays moving on to bad tiles. Could have defended my units a little bit better. And that was one of our really good archer units, too. Our double improved archers, so that's painful. It's a painful fight win. And now we've got to heal up before we do anything else. Explosive is ransacking my... Explosive, what happened here? Did you declare war on me? Oh, it's an open... Get out! What is this? Oh, he's got a ridiculous... Oh my gosh. Why are we doing this? I literally just put that Noust in. I don't understand. I thought we were friends. He canceled an agreement and then he started ransacking me. This is what happens when you play on Humankind Difficulty. I hate it. I hate it. All right. Nice. We got a tenant? Cool. Our faith is apparently doing some sort of something good. We actually get second choice of tenant. That's not bad at all. All right, so we can choose undertake pilgrimage. We're not going to do this. It's not the best one. We're not going to do that. Yield to none, plus 10 as war support on grievance trigger. Man, that's tempting currently, but no, I don't think so. Bear not false witness gives us plus 5 science on research quarter. That would... We have a lot of research quarters. This would spike our science massively. Give alms gives us plus 5 money on market quarters. We don't have very many market quarters, so that's not great. Protect the weak is plus 5 stability on garrison, which is really handy actually. And this is a nice one to have if you're kind of defending against a war. Observe fast also gives you plus 5 food on harbor and plus 2 food from religious districts. This would spike our food in a pretty big way. We have a lot of religious districts. So we have to debate here between, do we choose observe fasts or do we choose bear not false witness? Observe fast gets us food on harbor. Now we're going to have 2 harbors in each territory that can have harbors because we're going to have our regular harbor and we're going to have our Noust. So that's 10 food per territory on harbors alone, which is not a big number. But plus 2 food on religious district is more intriguing because if we go back out, if we take a look, we're running adubas, which are not a religious district, but we're running stupas, which are a religious district. So that'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Be 8 food, 8 food. So if we choose harbors, we'd get plus 18 food. Well, really, it's just 1 per district, right? So we'd be getting the 10 food from our 2 harbors and 12. So it'd be 12 food per district. That is not a small number, but I don't think it's going to be as big as our science number. I think we have to pick bear not false witness because plus 5 on research quarter. Every single one of our districts so far, the adubas and the stupas, are research quarters. That's plus 5 science on all of those as they go in. Plus 2 science on religious districts, which some of them are religious districts as well, which I think would double up. So we'd get plus 7 science on some of those. You're talking about much, much, much larger numbers than your observe fasts. Food can be very useful. I think we're going to spike our science through the roof right here. We're going to go bear not false witness. We have a lot of research quarters. I would probably give alms and bear not false witness are probably popular ones here, depending on which direction you're going. Observe fast is not bad though, but the plus 5 food on harbor, you just don't get to put very many harbors in. So it's good if you're maybe running the harbor strat, which I have a separate YouTube series on, and we did choose observe fast in that particular one. But I think bear not false witness is the way to go here. So we'll choose that. That will spike our science up quite a bit. I like it. And I like that our religion...
You aren't leaving much of a mark.
All right. Our religion is holding off Zoroastrianism, which...
You still have a chance.
Definitely, like, producing a garbage load of science. That's a lot. All right. New tenant for madness. Bear not false witness. Let's do a quick check now. Now that we've done what we wanted to do, I want to check Unclaimed Wonders again. Angkor Wat counts as a religious district and a holy site. As does Notre Dame. Notre Dame would be really interesting because we would just spike our faith. And we could put research quarters around it for a science boost. I want the food per faith. The food per faith seems like it would just be highly useful at this point. You're talking about a lot of food. And if we keep pushing tech, we don't need to push tech so much anymore. Our science is so high. I'm not sure... In both of these, this would spike our religion really, really high. I'm gonna claim Angkor Wat. We're gonna claim it. You could make an argument for why Notre Dame would be the play here. We're gonna go with Angkor Wat. We're not gonna build it right away. And I do want to do a quick check on my cities now. So, 17 food, and we're rapidly approaching population cap here. Which is probably why our money is spiking as well, which is pretty nice. Our science is going quickly. We're getting our adubas in, but that also means that every time we build one of these, our stability is going down. We have 17 food. None of these are going to net us food. I think we need to focus maybe for a smidge. We may need to get animal barns in. I feel like that would be a decent play. We also are losing out on a bunch of industry. Oh man, we got to get these districts in though. We got to get these districts in. All right, let's build one more aduba. Let's get one more aduba in. It's 4 turns. We should still be growing over the course of that.
This has gone far enough. It is time to let...
You have just attacked. Good sir. Good sir. You have just attacked me, and I will be declaring war on the next turn because I will reach the war support I believe that I need to declare a formal war. So we could just go ahead and do that at that point. Plus, we have 769 gold to spend on other things. We need to find out about land over here, just for the goodness of it. Can we enter Icarus's land? I think we can. Oh, it's not attached, so we can enter it regardless. All right, these guys are waiting. We're gonna declare war next turn, I think. Oh, this guy is about to die. Why? What are you? Come back over here. Don't die. Can you get up here, actually? Here, do like this or something. Go check out whatever this is. Actually, why did you leave Icarus's main land? There's gotta be stuff to collect over here. Do I have other guys over there? I guess I have other guys. We'll jump into that land. Okay. These guys are holding on. And we pick our next science. So we got all the way up to our great swordsman. I think that's plenty far there. Hamlets are going to become something we probably want in the near future. But I'd really like to get access to our lang skips. And we're going to need theology here in a moment for city cap purposes. Man, there's a lot of directions we could go here. This is boosted currently. I wonder if we'd get one of these boosted. We don't need lang skips right now is the problem. Now, the Great Fish Market would boost us quite a bit, and a cog would allow us to not get dominated in the Navy department, which, as the Norsemen, would feel bad. Let's get access to hamlets in case we need them. And that I don't feel like... debate whether that's a good choice or not. Anything particularly crazy going on right now that we need to pay attention to? Probably not. We got to heal up these units. We got to combine them probably into just 2 armies. Might want to train... Oh, God. So that's the other question, right? We upgrade some of our swordsmen. Oh, we have to be in our land. Oh, can we put this down? Let's put this down, right? Can we put this down? 9, 9, 7. Oh, why is that spot so... That spot's so much better. I don't mind throwing it down on one of these. If we put it down here... Maybe just put it here on this 11-11 spot. Rather than sticking it up here. Or right here, actually, would be another spot we could put it. But if we put it... We could avoid the issue of putting it down on ruins if we stick it, like, right here. And it would all still be connected, right? I mean, either of these would work. We just put it right here. I'm going to do that on the next turn. Let's just do that. Okay, so that might delay our war by a smidge. Actually, you know what? I want to heal my units, so we're just going to put it down. We're just going to put it down. Yeah, see, it didn't get any of the bonuses, I don't think. Like, look at the tile yields. Did it break again? Yeah, these aren't even exploited. It's not exploiting any of these tiles. So we're going to have to, basically, we're just have to move it, right? Well, that's that. We can just do that, right? We just pay the money. We just move it right now. I'm fine with that. All right, this worked out. This worked out just fine. All right, let's do that. Put it right there. Boom. Now our units are healing. We can also upgrade our units, I believe, because we're now inside of our territory. Can we? Or do we have to be in a city? Might have to be in a city. 34 gold only? Oh, that's to heal. We need access to iron to do this. Oh, 480. 480. I don't know why. So, okay, so we need more iron, basically. We have iron available to us anywhere where we could just get that. We could trade for some iron. Or we'd have to take it from Huatu. We'll have iron. So the question is, do we want to try to get some right now?
I will listen to you if I must, but know that I can see the bigger picture.
I'll renounce that.
Let us no longer speak of this.
We can't trade.
A pleasure as always.
You have... Oh, Nox, you have horses? We'll buy the horses. Burley has more horses, so we definitely want to buy those. And then I could access more iron, but it's going to cost me a garbage ton in maintenance costs. 160 gold in maintenance costs, which I can't do currently. So we'll hold on that for a second. Oh, I don't not. Plosif has just so many military units over here. Plosif is vassalized by Icarus, so if Icarus declares war, the problem is not going to be Icarus. The problem is going to be Plosif.
Talk, though I'd as soon see you bleed as speak.
Okay, so we are currently, there are problems.
I trusted
There
you.
are problems occurring from a diplomatic standpoint. All right, we move. Plain sailing has been unlocked by another. Are these still ruins? No, it just says they're actually maker's quarters. So we did save all the quarters. We saved all of the quarters in this particular thing. None of them turned into ruins. Yeah, the research quarters are still functioning. Cool. Cool. Okay, let's get these guys all combined up. We need to split our armies basically into, because we have what do we have? We have 6, 7, 8. We have 8, and yeah, we have room for 10. So we don't need. I'd love to get these both full, but we can't. So we just put 1 in each. What is this? What is this guy? This guy probably could use the warrior in his. Transfer him into that. Oh wow, he just ran all over the place to do that. Well done, sir. Okay, we have 2 armies of 4 now that are split across the board. We're gonna wait until we're healed. This guy is hanging out, although we could upgrade him shortly as well. Can I just put these guys on Auto Explorer? I kind of want to. I want to run them where we need to. Oh, we can't enter that territory anymore. So they have put the stop on our exploration here, probably. Okay. These guys are hanging out until the formal war is declared. We can check if we can declare that formal war. A bunch of good things going on in Pataliputra. But I think we're gonna, again, let's focus on this a little bit. We have access to, that's a 16 industry one. That's a nice little boost. We got plenty of food left still. And nothing else that's like staring me in the face, although 11 science is never bad. Let's go ahead and throw in the extra industry while we can. We'll boost that up a little bit. Our envoy has been full-on ambushed, and we can't defend away from it. Uh-oh. What's the fight? With a prowler. So I'll manual fight this. Stick our guy way over here. Maybe he takes the flag. Oh, did I just move my guy in the wrong direction? Oh, he took the flag. So that's perfect. Now, if he doesn't attack, should just be able to get our unit out. He has the flag. Here we go. Okay, so that is why I manually do my battles oftentimes. So I just rescued this unit, right? That if I would have auto-resolved that, he would have been dead. That unit would have died. I was able to sneak him around such that they took the flag and didn't get the kill on the unit. That was hugely beneficial for us. This guy probably is going to die eventually anyway because he's sitting in the middle of land where this is not going to go well for him. But maybe he gets a couple more leverages before he gets picked up and dies. So let's check really quick.
Take a seat.
Oh, did he
They will call you in.
dropped us down
Once
again?
I'm
How
ready.
did we lose? How did we get back down to 70 again? We're gaining 5, but he's probably just going to drop us down again. We might have to just declare... We might just have to declare, like, a surprise war here. What is the surprise war penalty? We just get the traitor badge, right? There's nothing... Oh, we get a war support penalty, so we would lose war support, but we're going to run this attack pretty quickly. We don't want to declare war immediately here. Let's get our units at least healed up. I'm not even sure... With losing the 3 units that we lost, we actually have, like, a problem attacking Huatu. And you can see his population just dropped by 3. That's probably another war elephant trained for him. So we may actually need to come into Corral. And we may need some military backup here. I would love maybe to get our Semanyahas out. That would be actually really nice. Upgrading our units is probably what I want to do with gold. This is a 1-turn build, though. We're going to take a quick break from what we're doing in the rest of ours. Oh, we actually have units here we could support. We could bring these units over to support. I'm not keen on that, though. I'm not super keen on that because I need defensive units on this side of the map. And we are running into population problems here, so I wonder if we should... Let's train out... Oh, that's a 3-turn build? Dang. Why is it so fast on the other city? How much industry do we have in Corral? 126 there? 334 in Corral. Okay, so that's... So Corral basically just needs to be training my military, is what we're saying. I wonder if we just train like 2 of these... 2 of our Semanyahas? We lost an archer. Like double those guys? It takes a lot of pop away from Corral, but I mean, we just took it back. So okay, let's let these guys heal. We'll add some of our Semanyahas there to the fight, and then we'll probably be pushing more shortly. Units everywhere. All right, we're gonna bring these guys up. We're gonna prepare our assault. These guys are gonna split to here. These guys are gonna split to here. I wonder if we do those separately though, because I don't want to. When we do it, right? What we don't want is for our units to get split and attacked separately. I don't think these guys are going to be able to do anything. I think we just send them back into our own land. Might even just disband them at some point. All right, these guys are going to go... We'll just get them in right away. We'll train another one. I like adding one of each to these, right? We get two 5-stacks. I think that's fine. They each get a Semenyaha, and we can send them to do what they need to do. Let's turn Auto Explorer on for this guy. Hope he doesn't get attacked. Oh, this island is lovely. The dies in there. Man. Alright. These guys are waiting for war. And I think, because we're not going to declare war on this turn, we would hit our actual war there. 15 population now in Huatu. So another army is rapidly being trained up, right? So we're gonna need all of our guys. And we don't know if those are going to be great swordsmen or not. If they become great swordsmen, we will have to rethink the war, because we only have the money to upgrade like 2 of our guys to great swordsmen. So we're going to have to push this probably pretty fast. So next turn, I think we have to go regardless. We'll get the Semenyaha in late, but I think we'll have to declare war on next turn here.
As feudal structures prove practical for both farming and warfare, certain codes and practices arise that, ideally, ensure a fair and honorable society.
Ideal. Yeah. There's chivalry. There's a diplomat star, so that's good. We have some starvation problems going on, which is kind of what I thought might happen. So that's problematic. We'll go deal with that right away. Probably would want to declare a war. And there goes the ransack. So there goes our Noust. And now he's going to do it again. Who's bringing this in line? What do we got? 55 stability here. We got 85 stability here. 1,000 to attach this, but I can't do it because of the presence of an army. I should have attached this. This is very painful watching this happen. I can't do anything about it because I'm engaged in war across the sea. This is such an aggressive action. Oh, we just got a curiosity. That's nice. Icarus has declared war on Burley. Burley, who is my ally. So the 2 kind of biggest militaries have declared war on each other. That's actually not bad for me. I don't mind that so much. Alright, so this guy can jump in with this army. We're pretty much healed up now. We got a little bit of, like, non-healed units. This guy is going to come up here. He's not going to be able to join. Oh, can he actually join? But then we can't make our move until next turn. Oh, we can't. So he can't join anyway, which is fine. So he'll go out to here. And then I think we're declaring war. I don't think there's any reason to wait anymore. We have the 80 war support for a formal war declaration. Huatu's population continues to go down as he trains more units, and we can start the burn on this turn. So let's declare our war. Well, let's finish the rest of our turn, and then we're going to declare our war. These guys are going to need to make moves as well. Honestly, I'm going to keep these guys like on this side of the territory in case this gets deleted for some reason and we can go make a quick claim. All right, these guys are going to go do their thing in a second, so we'll hold off on that. These guys can also do something in a second. We'll go to our tech. We got access to chivalry. We might want access to COG sooner rather than later. Theology we can grab pretty quickly. Let's grab the bonus we have on this right now. We're just behind Burley in text research. They're going to run this attack again. Okay. This one we might not be able to get out of. Where do we stick ourselves to convince him to take the flag first. It's gonna be able to see us there, though. The last time we survived... Oh, it's a huge army. Yeah, but are they gonna take the flag? No, they're just gonna assassinate him. Okay. Well, he survived one turn. How do you not grab that? Come on, man. Ambushed and killed. Explosive is just a thorn in my side. It just doesn't matter what game I'm playing at this point. Explosive decides that the war is the answer. This is very classic. His AI plays just like he does. So this is the way humankind is supposed to work. Okay, let's declare war and play one more turn here in this episode. I think it's time. We'll declare a formal war on Sarge.
With a resolute but heavy heart, I declare war upon you.
There it is. The war has been declared.
You snap like a dog.
I do? Maybe. The war has been declared. This unit should have movement left, so we're going to come in and get the burn started right away.
Fight.
Run that. These guys probably can't move. Oh, they can. Oh, they can actually... Oh! That's connected into their city now, so I can't get the burn on the administrative center. Very interesting. So that is part of the city of Huatu now. So we'll hold on that. Let's try to position our units in advantageous ways, though. We could burn this down. That would require us to begin the attack on the city, which actually we have advantage on somehow. Let's move into the territory. I don't want to move too far away. I want to keep these guys here, right, in case they come out to get him. And once we burn this down, then we can run the attack and take his stuff, right? The problem being is, because this is connected, are we going to be able to... We should have the war support to be able to hold Huatu and claim this territory. If we don't, I'll be very frustrated. I'm going to have these guys sit right here. This unit will get added to them on the next turn. Let's run it. Let's run one more turn. I'm really intrigued in seeing... Oh, wait. We have to fix our starvation problem. I almost forgot. 5 turns for starvation. That's fine, because we will just switch over to animal barns really quick. We'll plop those in, and that should solve our problem there. Check this as well. Stupas are now going in. 2 turns to a stupa. 5 turns to growth. 5 turns, we'll need more food there as well. Okay. All right, here we go. There is units. Huatu is training people out. What are these guys? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, we should have moved these guys in. I don't want to ransack this, but I do want to start bringing these guys up. I would rather keep the Kothons in, because I'd like to have them, you know?
At the catch.
Get our units at least into his land to make sure, take advantage of anything we can from that standpoint. See if he has any boats. I know he had a ton of boats at one point.
Fall in.
Might go grab that too.
Eyes on the wall.
Okay. These guys are just hanging out. They're just going to sit. They're just going to hang out. All right, these guys are going to join this army. Is that going to restart my... I can't remember if that restarts my timer or not. It might. We might have to...
Here we go.
Now we're getting it done in 2 turns, though, so that's fine. These guys are hanging. Well, actually, no. These guys are going to come down here. We're just going to... We're going to run this attack.
Go.
They're going to retreat into my land, which is just super weird. Altered land. What's that one?
It's very...
Spread your influence through your entire continent. Icarus is be cruising. Okay. I guess we'll be able to go another turn here almost. You guys gonna put another... Yeah, we want to get builder stars though, right? But 22 food is hard to pass up. 22 food does be hard to pass up. Let's... Then we'll get the infrastructures in this city. We might as well. Child Savior 2. The unthinkable has occurred. Many innocents among the unguarded marchers. Oh, no. Followed the boy preacher have fallen victim to merchants of slave trade. As the teeming mass of zealots surged, these vultures were able to quietly diverge large numbers of the most vulnerable into bondage. It is a stark loss, whose horror quickly causes the once popular movement to collapse. So we are moving away from science. We get 5 population, though? This is such a weird end to this. Urim just got 5 population. That's a monster amount of population. That's gonna put us in a, that's a world of hurt. Ah, crap. All right, I thought we were gonna do one more turn. We may not. This is a massive conundrum. We just got 5 pop in the city that we really, really didn't need pop in. Okay, so first things first, we can get an envoy. That will help us off the get-go. So we're gonna buy an envoy. We're down 1 envoy. We can buy an envoy. So we'll purchase an envoy. That's going to spend the gold that we were going to spend upgrading our units. I really hope we can win this war without having to upgrade units. We are gaining 44 gold per turn, so we're not like in dire straits. That still doesn't help us though. We're going to lose pop in the city regardless of what we do here. So now we need to up our food as fast as we can. We're going to lose like at least multiple pop, but we just got, so if we lose some 22 and 2 or 48 and 4, I think we have to put both of these in, probably. We're gonna lose some population. The other alternative is we try to build in like a hamlet, but again, like there's just not, our production in the city is so low. We need to fix our production issues. That might be the next move up we make. We're gonna have to go to like a production-based something, right? We could use, wait. We could use our militarist ability. Cannot be done as there's no valid tile. What do you mean? Why is there not a valid tile? Do I have to have... What do I have to do this? Immediately raises a full army composed of militia units. This will consume 6 population in the city. How is there not a valid tile for this? Oh, is it because... Oh, wait. Okay, it's because this guy, right? Ah, crap. So buying this guy screwed us. What if we... Can we set our army to go someplace else? We can't because we don't have a... thing. Okay, so we messed up. I messed up! If we would have... So next turn we could use our iron reserves. We'll use iron reserves. We'll raise 6 population. So we're going to lose 1 guy. And we might have been able to save us if we wouldn't have bought this envoy. Because I can't... This tile is full from a military standpoint. So I can't put the 6 people in. That's a bummer. Because we could have probably saved a population, but that's fine. We'll move this guy out. We'll do it next turn. That's what we'll do at the beginning of the next episode. Interesting. Interesting times. The geopolitical landscape is shifting. Wars are being declared across the board. We have big empires at war with each other. Icarus has declared war on Burley. Both of them has vassals. We have declared war on Sarge. That means the entire world is currently at war. Every single culture, every single player in the game is at war with somebody at this point. It's getting a little wild. It is getting a little wild. We will try to finish off Sarge in the next episode. That is the goal. He's going to have 1 more army. There's at least another army that probably consists at least of 1 war elephant that we're going to have to contend with. But we've got 2 full armies that will bear down on Huatu. We'll try to do that relatively quickly. It's going to be interesting to see if we can pull this off. We will have another army now coming out of Urim that we can support with. They'll take a while to get here, but if we need to, we'll have that. So interesting things afoot in our game of Humankind in our Let's Play series. Thank you all so much for watching the episode. We will continue this next week. It's super fascinating. This has been such a fun game to play. If you're liking the content, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button to make sure you get notified when we post these videos. Next Sunday is when we'll post the next one, and I will see you next week.